Alright, today we are doing another Einstein range test. So again, the Einstein with the Cybercommander mounted on my Canon SX30, attached to the Vagabond Mini 115 volt battery. Anyway, so to start things off, let me go ahead and just double check that everything is synced and ready to go. Okay, so as you can see, the camera is triggering the strobe, and let's begin our test, shall we? So, I'm going to go ahead and walk back and start from there. So basically how I'm conducting this test is I'm going to go ahead and see how far I can control the Einstein with the Cybercommander. So this is about, I'd say about 25 feet. So let me go ahead and zoom in. And we're still getting triggering. Kind of can't see it on your camera, but you can see it in real life. So I'm going to go ahead, raise this up to F4, try it again. Yep, and it's triggering at F4, so dropping it back down to 0. And we got good triggering. Alright, going to keep walking back. Try not to get hit by oncoming cars. This would be preferably not in my interest. Alrighty, and here's approximately double that distance, so let's try it again. We are getting triggering, and alright, so just showing you in the video that the Einstein is still being triggered. You can see it on the bottom as the goes down. Let's see if I still have control. So I'm going to raise it up to F4. And yes, it did register. It's hard to hear because we're outdoors, so I'm going to see if I can crank it up higher to see if it registers. So here we go. Yes. Ow. Alright, dropping it down back to minimum. See if it registered. And it did. Alright, and we're going to continue this test. It just suddenly got really busy around here. Alright. Let's see, we just walked about another 25 feet or so. Still getting triggering, which is good. Let me zoom in. And increase the power to F4. Let's see if that registered on the Einstein. Can't quite tell, so let me raise it up to F8. Yep, and it did register. So I'm going to drop this back down to a minimum, and we'll continue our test. Alright, here we go. Now obviously range issues, range wouldn't play a big role unless you're using a telephoto 400 or 500 lens, but I don't know who would ever really use that in a situation like that. Who knows? You might need to, might not. Anyway, so still getting triggering. Okay, let me go ahead, zoom in, and raise it up to half power, so that way I can see it. And let's see if that triggered or registered. And it looks like it does, or it looks like it did. Let me go ahead and raise it to maximum power so I can at least hear the snappy pop from the strobe. Here we go. Boom. Full power. Alright. So it did register, dropping it back down to minimum. Alright, and we are good, so zooming out and walking back. So far this range pretty good. I'm almost towards the end of this vlog right here. and the Einstein looks a lot smaller as I keep walking away. So here's another, I don't know, 25 feet. I'm gonna go ahead and pop it again. I don't believe it's triggering. Okay, I can trigger it from here. Let me step back. Let me zoom in. So, alright, so I'm still able to trigger. Must have been a hiccup there. I'm gonna go ahead and raise the power to see if it registers on the Einstein. So I'm raising it to half power, and then I'm gonna see if I can hear it. It's triggering, but I don't know if it registered or not. So let me go ahead and raise that power once more time. To full power. Here we go. So, apparently this is the end of the range test, I guess. Let me go ahead and see if this registers again. So essentially what happened is that I can still trigger, but I can no longer adjust the Einstein strobe power outlet, or the power output. So anyway, this concludes the test, and we got a pretty decent amount of range out of this. My first test I actually got a higher range, so let me go ahead and run back to see in comparison how far I walked. And we are back, so that was quite a bit of running, and this concludes the test for now. I'll see if I can insert maybe stronger batteries, and we'll see if the range improves that way. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.